Once you get your website fully set up and you start to get some live bookings coming in, you need to know how to manage these bookings on a day-to-day basis. Luckily, there's some great tools built in to make this a relatively easy process for you. Let me show you how. We're now going to look at how to manage your bookings. Once you're set up and have been running for a while, hopefully you'll start getting some bookings in. And these can be managed by going into our bookings section here. Here we have a list of bookings. There are 3 statuses a booking can be in. Either confirmed, which are these ones marked with a green symbol here, which are paid transactions. A confirmed booking doesn't necessarily need to have a payment received on it, because you can manually add the bookings in yourself. So if you receive bookings by other means, over the phone, in person or whatever, you can actually add them in manually. In a future video in our series, we'll be looking at the booking module, which is another option of adding bookings in a manual way, in a far easier way than having to come into the administrator side of the website the whole time. So we've got confirmed bookings marked with a green symbol. We have this booking at the bottom with this grey symbol, which is a pending booking or pending transaction. This is where somebody's started the booking process, but at this point they haven't made a payment to complete the booking. Pending transactions will be held in that status for up to 30 minutes. That setting is controllable, and we looked at that earlier in a different video. After 30 minutes, if payment is not received, the booking will automatically be cancelled. Any assets within that booking, such as the service and the capacity of 3, will then be available for other people to book. So this booking will become cancelled if the person doesn't make a payment. So we're now going to refund a booking. Let's choose one that we want to refund. Let's refund Karen Brown. We'll click on her, and we've got all her details here. And we simply click refund and then confirm that we wish to proceed. It takes a little moment just to speak to PayPal, and then it should complete the refund. There we go, refund successful, and you can see Karen has now changed status from a confirmed booking to a cancelled booking. If we go back in and look at Karen Brown's settings, you can see our transaction ID is now marked as refunded, but we still have reference of what the number was if we ever wish to trace it for future reference. Let's close out here for now. So we have 3 status of bookings. They can either be confirmed, marked by green, cancelled, marked by red, or pending, marked by grey, which will turn to cancelled if no payment is received after that set time. Let's now look at some of the other tools we have to manage our bookings. Well, if you have lots of bookings, we can search for a particular client's name, and that will help us find them. The other option is we can use our date selection. So if we want to find only bookings on a particular date, we can add a start date and then the same date as an end date and click search, and it'll associate just that date. Or we can obviously select a period of time, whether that's a couple of days, a week, a month, or whatever it might be, and limit down to that option. We can also control which columns we see within our table here by going to our selection here. Let's say we don't want to see the transaction ID, so we could uncheck that and refresh. There it is there, removed out. We can reorder our columns, so if we want to, let's say, see the status first, we can simply grab that title and move it along a little bit. It takes a little bit of playing around to get it in the right place. There we are there, but it's certainly achievable. The other options, we can filter for particular assets within our bookings, such as a particular service. If we only want to see, let's say, boat trip 1, we can search for that, or filter for that, or a particular time, let's say 10 AM, and it must be a paid booking, and then we can refresh, and we can see just that selection that we made there. This makes it very easy to customize the information we're seeing within this table, and once we've got the information we want within this table, we can then choose to create a report, either a PDF report or an Excel report. And this allows us to create, say, a PDF, which then can be printed out and maybe handed out to whoever's running the service so they know who's going to be turning up. So there's quite a few tools there. Please note, as the warning suggests here, as soon as we start applying filters, not all of our bookings are going to be displayed on screen. And this filter will stay like that until you remove the filter again manually, even if you refresh the page. So something to watch out for there. So managing bookings on a day-to-day basis is relatively straightforward. One thing to note though, if you're taking bookings by other means such as over the phone or in person, it's very important that you also manually add them in. If you don't, you're going to start to have problems with double bookings. There is also the option of the booking module, which makes the process of manually adding bookings in very straightforward.